So instead of gluing up a bunch of these again and having to wait, what I'm going to do with a thicker dowel rod would have done it. What I'm going to do now is I'm just going to take these guys, I made 3 more, and mark the bottoms. I'm going to drill these out to the exact size that I need to slide onto the pot, and I'm going to go ahead and do these on the sander. And the way that I'm going to do this, that way the hole stays in the middle, so that when you turn the knob, it doesn't, jump around. Is I'm going to put it against my sander with the hole facing up, so that way as I come around and I make my circle, and make it look nice, I can make sure that the circle is right in the middle and that the knob turns right, and I can dress up the top and everything. I'm just going to have to do it by hand, which will take a little longer. That's fine. And then we'll go from there. I'm probably going to have to take and put some tru-oil on these instead of the Mylans, which I am a little upset about. But we'll go ahead and get these done, and they'll look really nice. Alright, so here's one of the buttons. Hole is nice and in the middle. All I did was put it up against the belt sander and just kind of rotate it slowly until I got everything. I rounded the top. I chamfered it actually on the belt sander, same thing with the bottom, and then I just came back with some 400. Or actually came back with some 220, refined it, and then came back with, I think, 320 or 400, and went ahead and finished it up. So I'm going to make 3 more of these guys, and then I'm just going to coat them in a little bit of tru-oil, and they'll be good to go. I also shortened it a little bit. And the reason I did that was because I really didn't like the way that it looked when it was so much taller. I took almost a 1/4 inch off of it. So there's that. I'm going to make 2 more now, and I'll have all 3 of mine. And we'll have a nice looking set of buttons. I'll throw some tru-oil on there, and they'll look great. I probably could have just thrown a dowel rod in here and get it back on the lathe and get some Mylans on there, but I'm almost wondering too about how the Mylans is going to look against tru-oil. So just for the sense of uniformity, I'm going to go ahead and just do these in tru-oil as well. Knobs are done. All 3 of them, got them sanded. Nice bit of grain on the top of there. It looks pretty cool. 2 volumes and a tone. And it's pretty easy actually. Just like I said, hold it up against the sander, rotate it slowly, come back with some 200, fix any scratches or problems that you've got, then maybe come back, or 220, then come back with like a 300 or 320 and go ahead and put a final little bit of a polish on there just to kind of smooth them out. And then all I'll have to do is, because I've got these holes now, all I have to do is put a little stick in there, or put a little something, a little offcut in there. Go ahead and finish it with tru-oil in my hands, and then just stack it right on the stick, and it can sit there and dry, and it'll get dried all around it there. I won't have anything on it. But I think those will look nice. I think that'll be a cool little touch instead of just those silver ones, the little knurled ones that are always on there. And I think that'll look really nice. I'm going to finish it up with tru-oil. This is a brand new bottle. Tru-oil is awesome as long as you keep the contents inside away from air. It has a little seal inside the cap, don't lose that. And don't open the entire top either. What you want to do is come along with something small and tiny and just go ahead and give yourself one little hole in there, and that is all you need. It'll come out just fine, and that'll help keep everything away from the air. So I just got a little bit of a piece of t-shirt here. You don't really need anything too fancy to apply it. This stuff I've been using on guitars for a long time. I figure it's good enough for a 100-year-old gun stock. It's good enough for a guitar. So I took 3 little pieces of fretware I had laying around, drilled 3 holes, I've got my hangers. Now what I'm going to do is get some oil here on my rag and go ahead and put a little on the knobs. The change that this stuff goes through when you put tru-oil on, the wood itself is just impeccable. And it darkens it up, it enriches it, makes it prettier. Get a little bit more oil here. And all you want to do is just go ahead and rotate this around in your fingers, it really doesn't matter. Get a good coverage coat all over it. And the last little bit, I'll kind of polish the top just a shade and set it right on one of the hangers to dry. I'm going to do this with the other 3. I'll let them dry, for a few hours or so. Make sure you can't smell the solvent. And I'll come back, probably put another coat on there, and then just do a little bit of a buff, just with a cloth, just to kind of give them a little shine. But that's that. That's tru-oil. Again, make sure you keep it capped. It's really, really good stuff. Easy to apply. You want to use it with some ventilation. I've got the garage door closed right now, but when I'm doing the whole guitar, I'll have it open. Pretty nice stuff, pretty forgiving. You can come back and touch it up and whatnot. But again, I'm just going to finish all 3 of these and get them on here so that way they're dry and they're ready to install when I'm ready to put all the electronics and everything into the guitar.